Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and this is LanternAlex. We are co-hosting Fanboys Anonymous tonight. So tonight's topic is about system oh my gosh, I forgot already the features of each of the systems, the new current systems. So basically, I'm going to read you both of the things, the marketing things from Microsoft as well as the PlayStation 5. And then we're going to discuss this during Fanboys Anonymous tonight because people seem to really care about the stuff that's in their plastic boxes. So let's get on with this. Xbox Series X, the fastest, most powerful Xbox ever. Play thousands of titles from 4 generations of consoles. All games look and play best on Xbox Series X. At the heart of the Series X is the Xbox Velocity architecture, which pairs a custom SSD with integrated software for faster, streamlined gameplay. With significantly reduced load times, seamlessly move between multiple games in a flash with quick resume. Explore rich new worlds and enjoy the action like never before. With an unmatched 12 teraflops of raw graphic processing power, enjoy 4K gaming at up to 120 frames per second, advanced 3D spatial sound, and more. Get started with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which includes a library of 100 plus high-quality games, an EA Play membership, online multiplayer, and the all-new Xbox Game Studios titles the day they launch, like Halo Infinite. Membership sold separately. Important information, 4K at 120 FPS requires supported content and display. Use of the Xbox Series X as content becomes available. 8K requires supported content and display. Use of Xbox Series X as content becomes available. Xbox Game Pass membership sold separately. Game catalog varies over time and by region. 120 FPS requires supported content and display. Welcome, Sev. Welcome, Andy. Okay, so that was the Xbox marketing jargon. So now let's look at PlayStation 5. Play has no limits. PlayStation 5. The PS5 console unleashes new gaming possibilities that you never anticipated. Experience lightning fast loading with an ultra high speed SSD, deeper immersion with support for haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and 3D audio, and an all new generation of incredible PlayStation games. Lightning speed harness the power of a custom CPU, GPU, and SSD with integrated I/O that rewrite the rules of what PlayStation console can do. Stunning games, marvel at incredible graphics, and experience new PS5 features. Breathtaking immersion. Discover deeper gaming experience with support for haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and 3D audio technology. What's up, guys? So that was Xbox and that was PlayStation.
So the big feature from Xbox is Game Pass.
Yeah, neither one
from PlayStation is the controller.
Basically. So, well, the SSDs, they both got the SSDs.
Yeah, they both.
What's up, Andy, Sev, Darkest Hero, Yo Jimbo? What's up, my friend, and Mr. Glass? How are you guys all doing tonight? So basically, we just read the marketing jargon for both Xbox Series X and for the PlayStation 5 to kind of get a sense of what we are fanboying about. Well, no, I'm just what we're like freaking out about over these two plastic boxes. Okay. And I mean, for the most part, it sounded pretty samey to me. I'm not going to lie. I mean, well, the whole Game Pass thing is basically where Xbox is really going to shine this generation. And I think that PlayStation 5, I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like PlayStation 5 is I think PlayStation's going to kind of be all right this generation, man, to tell you the truth. I think that you know, the stuff that they got in the PlayStation 5 is definitely, I mean, I think they're going to have the first FSR game to come out that everything in this marketing didn't say anything, you know, about the RDNA 2 features of either console. It didn't say anything about They just said custom. You know what I mean? Both of them said custom. So Xbox for the win. Delusional Grandeur. What's up, my friend? To me, Game Pass is an Xbox service, not a feature. A feature is an FPS boost. Yeah, I mean, but they put the Game Pass in there as part of the marketing thing, like a feature. If you ask me, that's kind of the way I read it. Don't forget 8K capabilities or lack thereof. I don't know. Xbox is the one that had in the marketing Darkest Hero. They were the ones that were talking about 8K.
Apparently, PS5 is outpacing PS4 sales. You know anything about this?
The what?
Like it's PS5 is selling faster than PS4 did, and considering I can't even get one,
you know, that's the funny thing, Alex, is because when PlayStation 4 came out, I bought mine the very next year in March. PlayStation 5 came out, I bought mine in March. The same time, dude. Almost literally the same freaking day, dude. I think I bought the PlayStation 4 on March 17th. I bought the PlayStation 5 on March 12th. I'm almost the exact same. Expansive. So is it a feature? I don't know. I think Game Pass is a service. I'm right there with you guys. I think Game Pass is a service. It's not a feature, but it is.
You can only get it on Microsoft though.
You can. Well, I mean, you can get it on Microsoft and PC and anything that you can download Windows on. So basically, anything that has Windows, you can get Game Pass. Or he does upscale to 8K or it's 6K Darkest Hero. If you have an 8K display, then it probably won't it won't super sample down to 4K. But if you're playing on a 4K TV in the what was it, the 6K 60 frames, then it downscales to your 4K, so you get like a super sampled resolution on that. And I did try it, dude. It looks freaking pretty amazing. I'm pretty stoked with that.
Nice.
It also free feature on PC too. Come on, PlayStation, get with the program here. So, guys, when it comes to the feature set of the PlayStation 5, I kind of feel like they did. Hey, Christian, what's up, man? I kind of feel like they didn't take Game Pass seriously, or things were already so far along with PlayStation 5 development that there was really nothing they could do. Because let's face it, dude, R&D costs a lot of money, man. A distinctive trait or a special attraction feature can also mean to give special attention to something. You're right. You're 100% right, Yo Jimbo. So
they give special attention to Game Pass.
Yeah, they do. Game Pass is where, dude, Game Pass is where Microsoft is really killing it this generation, bro. Like they're killing it. They are killing it. For everybody that tries Game Pass and hangs on to that service, gosh, dude, like that is a pretty freaking amazing service, to tell you the truth. So Game Pass is a service and a feature. Yeah, basically, I think that way too, Yo Jimbo.
It's a reason to get the console. That's how I see it.
Xbox can even run emulators, letting you play everything like from previous gens. Microsoft back catalog is dude. There are so many freaking games that you can download and play natively on your Xbox Series X right now today that it's not even and like every Xbox Generation 1 game that the very first Xbox, every game that I've downloaded on my Series X, 4K, dude, native freaking 4K right out of the box with HDR support. I was like, holy crap. I mean, they look as good as I remember playing them when I first played them on Xbox. Plus, Xbox supports variable rate shading, which is a huge optimization. Yes, that is a pretty... I mean, you got Doom Eternal running at 1800p at 120 frames a second because of, that variable rate shading, where PlayStation dropped it down to like 15-something p. Like haptic on a PS5 is a feature. Yeah, definitely haptics. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I mean, playing at like when those games for that haptics feels good. I mean, when it works, it freaking works, man. I like it. I do like it.
It's just a matter.
Alex is wearing Xbox screen. Oh yeah, we're slowly changing him, dude. He's gonna be an Xbox guy
soon.
He's
So
gonna leave
Justice-
this. He's gonna leave this program tonight and go buy an Xbox Series S.
yeah, can't find PS5. I have all this money sitting here.
Honestly, man, that's probably where I would be. Is I would just go get this. You know, Alex, this is the first generation that I could say, hey, man, I think you definitely need to have both systems. Like, there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Darkest here. Oh yeah. Haptic triggers, sure, but Steam controller did the haptics way before. I see. I don't know anything about that, Sev, because I never had the Steam controller. But Jim Ryan said we believe in generations. Xbox shows it believes in generation. Yeah, exactly. I completely agree with that, Andy. There's a lot of games that I wish that I could play on the Xbox Series X that still have not been brought to the system. I tried to play. I have a copy of. Actually, you know what? I just saw that copy the other day. I do want to still try to put it in my Xbox and see if it'll play natively from disc. The reason why I like my LG OLED, the chip in the TV, the A9 has its own upscaler to 1080p. Looks almost 4K on it. Yeah, this Vizio I got, Yo Jimbo. It has an upscaler in it too, and it actually works pretty damn good. The game I tried it with is that Batman Arkham Knight. Dude, I was blown away, man. It doesn't make it look 4K, but it like sharpens it up and makes it look like it makes it look good. Like it looks freaking good. Like there's no like sawtooth jaggies anymore. Everything looks good. Batman's costume looks way better. Oh yeah, dude, it's pretty nice. I do like that. I'm pretty sure the LG one's way better, but you know, all features of the DualSense have been done in the past, but a more basic level. Yeah.
Well, somebody brought up Steam earlier. I don't know who brought up Steam controller, but let's talk about that Steam Deck. We talked a little bit before we started this thing. Tell these people about the Steam Deck. Is it worth it?
So, guys, I was watching. I watched that little that Digital Foundry thing. And I did a little bit more research in it. So basically, in my opinion, now after looking into this a little bit, so I could talk to my community about it, I feel like the base model is useless. I feel like the base model is a waste of money. I feel like the only way to really get a good experience on that Steam Deck would be to get the highest model. So,
the 500 plus gigabyte.
Yeah,
I forget what it's called.
Like the 512 gig one.
Yeah.
So I feel like that one there, because I'm pretty sure that each step have like better NVMe in it too. So
yeah,
I feel like to get the best experience, you'd want the most expensive one,
which is like 600, 700, something like that.
So in my opinion, like I don't buy the base model. Yeah, dude, that base model is garbage. I feel like that's a waste of money.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, guys, like me personally, I am not going to waste the money on the most expensive one. I just don't feel like I would read it. I don't feel like I would use it that much. So if I can get them to send me one, I'll definitely review it on this channel. But
I mean, I was seeing somebody playing. Somebody was playing Control on it. It looked like it was running all right.
Yeah, I mean, like the games are going to run fine on it. Like I'm
Can I play PC specific games though, like Total War? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
or,
see, like that's where I'm kind of like, oh gosh, I mean, like how the hell is Age of Empires 4 going to run on it? I recently played Gears 4 on my Series S, locked 60 FPS and looking beautiful on my 1440p monitor. Colors are popping. I'm sticking with my monitor, not looking for anything else. Yeah, completely agree with you, Andy. I mean, see, like you're okay with that, like gaming on a monitor. Me, dude, to me, man, gaming on a little ass monitor makes me feel like I'm a little kid again, dude. Like I'm a 12-year-old, like sitting in my parents' house, playing on a freaking like a little TV. So
I got my 50-inch right here in my face.
Man, I grew up freaking dirt poor, guys. Like now that I'm a man and I take care of my own stuff and I go to work every day and I want like a decent sized TV. The only reason I don't have a 65 or 75 inch in my room is because it's my room, man. And I mean, Mama's got a big TV in the front room, dude. She can sit out there and watch the big TV. I get the base, got a micro. Yeah, but that memory, Jim, is going to be so much slower, my friend. The two other models have NVMe, where the base model has what did you say that was, Sev? EMMC or something, that slower, that EMMC, because and it's slower. So in my opinion, that base one is a piece of garbage. Like, well, not a piece of garbage,
would you just use the base one to stream games straight up? Like, you wouldn't be able to actually download anything on that.
Well, see, what is it? 64 gigabytes, and then you can put a micro SD card in it, like the Nintendo. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, dude. But trying to play like some of these games on there, I got to play on my 65, even if it takes up my whole. Yeah. You know, I thought about it, Christian, like putting a bigger TV in here, dude. But, man, I don't have the room for it. And then, but I mean, I guess I can't say that because I got a 55-inch back there and a 55-inch right there now. So I'm doing pretty good. I could play both my systems at the same time, man. Play Xbox and PlayStation at the same time. Actually, I did that. I loaded up like some of the games. I got both of them. And my conclusion on OLED versus QLED, yeah, dude, I like how much. Oh, I like the OLED, dude. It looks freaking beautiful. I'm sorry, I should have got one earlier, dude. But I was like, man, I don't want to spend that much money. I'll tell you guys honestly, okay. I bought that dang Philips TV, dude. I paid way too much for it, and that TV only lasted like 2 years. So after that TV went out on me, guys, I was just like, you know what, dude? I'm going budget. I don't care. And so this OLED is my first, foray back into like spending over, $600 on a TV. So yeah, and I told myself I'm only going to spend this much on TV. So if it does go out, then it's a lot easier to just go get a new one, man. It doesn't cost me an arm and a freaking leg, bro. Steam Deck is a dope concept, but I'm not going out. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I have to wait.
I remember my buds and I huddled over the small tube TV plane. Yeah, exactly, dude. Those little ass TVs, man. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's just when I see what the deck is like, I might get it. Just I mean, guys, I'm when it comes to the Steam Deck thing, I'm focusing on getting my PC first.
Yeah,
and then I'll worry about a Steam Deck, man. I mean, if it really does take off and it's really great, yeah, dude, maybe I'll pick one up and like play around with it, But I mean, other than to buy it and review it on this channel, that's probably that just doesn't seem like
I don't like the button layout on it for sure. Like,
yeah,
looking at it.
I was looking at that. The ergonomics of it are just like, ooh, I don't know about this thing, man.
That'd be awkward to hold and shit.
It might only be 27-inch, but it's fine. Sit about 7 feet away. You sit 7 feet away from a 27-inch, and
that's like,
dude, I sit like
tiny.
You see how close I am to my TV right now? That's how close I sit when I'm playing my games, man. Like, that 4K TV, yeah, dude, I like to see all my detail. That's why when games are like under 1080 or 1440p, yeah, they start to look pretty bad. Well, no, now I don't know, man. This TV upscales them pretty good, so it actually doesn't look too bad, guys.
Nice.
I'm content with Steam Deck as a companion device, not meant to be your gaming PC. Oh yeah, no, I never thought it was. Okay. So guys, when it's not about the size. Yeah. No, it needs to be a little bit bigger than 1.6 T-flops for me, my guy. I like all my Ks. I love all my Ks. QLED still uses backlighting. OLED, each pixel is lighted. Yep, that's very true.
I mean,
the bonus of QLED though, Jimbo, is you can get way brighter highlights, way freaking brighter. Like, I mean, you can get like on my OLED. What are we getting? Like 650 nits, like 650 nits, where my QLED gets like 1,000-1,500 nits. You know what I mean? Like my QLED in the front room is like 13 to 1,500 nits, and I think the one behind me it gets like 8 or 9 or like 1,000 nits.
Yeah.
I sit in my lazy boy. I could see everything. I don't know, Andy. That's a bit extreme for me, my bud. 27 inches from 7 feet away. Ooh, boy.
No, I need at least a 50. At least a 50.
Delusional grandeur. We hooked up an Xbox up to a projector at a movie theater and played Halo on the biggest screen ever with free fountain drinks and popcorn. Heck yeah, man. That's insane, dude. That would be kind of cool. Could you imagine doing that at a drive-through, bro? We're having an Xbox party, man.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, sure, but you still get that fog, smudgy light. Yes, you're right. That well, the full array local dimming, Jim, kind of helps with that. But if you've got like something really dark and really light right next to it, then you're going to get that halo effect. That's true. That I don't see, period, on my OLED at all. I do not get that halo-y washed out looking feeling at all. Like everything, like it's so uniform, it's not even funny, dude. It's great. I highly recommend OLED to anybody. And me, I'm a Vizio enthusiast, so I highly recommend that. Everybody seems to be extremely happy with the performance of the LG CX. So yeah, dude, if there's that much happiness about that TV, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that LG CX is a good TV. So unless you're like me, and hey Jeff, welcome back, my friend.
What's the best feature on the PS5, Jeff? What's the best feature? Trying to decide.
You remember Alex, right, Jeff, from last time? You were here last time, right? Yeah.
Oh. Sony Ponies Unite. Sony Ponies Unite.
Sony.
There's many around here.
Man, I was a pony. I was a pony for a very long time, okay, guys? I've got, if you read here, I got 3 years, 8 months, and 12 days that I am no longer just eating everything PlayStation says like it's baby food. I mean, I pay a lot more attention to. I pay a lot more. Hey, Toby, how's it going, my friend? Jim, Kevin. So, guys, I do. I mean, like, I was a Sony dude for freaking since the PlayStation 1, man, and now I just kind of call stuff out a little bit, you know, a little bit more. Like I'm genuinely still excited for PlayStation and PlayStation stuff. Kraken is pretty good, Jeff. I give him that. Like that SSD in the PlayStation 5 is really no joke. It really is pretty fast. But there are instances, Jeff, right now that Xbox game, well, like some games on Xbox will load at about the same amount of time, you know, but I don't think they're necessarily. I don't think those games are necessarily optimized for the PlayStation 5 yet, or no, 48. CX is
very few games are optimized for PS5 though. Very few ones right now.
No, you can get a 48 inch. I was looking at that too, but 48 inches is just too small for me, man. For the same price as the Vizio, I mean. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. $1,300 was basically my budget, you know. But and then after, you know, like the warranty and all that stuff, you know, that balloons it up to like $1,600 almost. So, yeah, dude. If I would have bought the LG, I would have been like almost $2,000 out the door, guys. And my budget, man, just isn't there for that, you know.
Yeah.
Especially with all the other stuff. I've in the last 3 months, I've bought this laptop. I've bought, you know, all the stuff for this YouTube channel. Like I'm still buying all my games and stuff. Yeah, dude, I've invested so much money that, you know, I had to stay within budget with this, at least for a little while. Mm-hmm. But the SSD is nice. Yes. I do like the SSD in the PlayStation 5. I mean, I am a little worried that it's soldered to the board and there's no upgrading it. I do like the fact that it has 6 lanes, whereas, you know, even this Samsung probably only has 2. But from what I heard, from what it sounded like, Mark Cerny said that the 7,000 megabytes is basically what you're going to need to be able to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5. So unless you get something like theirs, but those SSDs, if you buy one that matches the specs of the PS5, you're going to be like three or $400 for the 1 terabyte, guys.
Mm-hmm. It's worth it though. Get out there, guys. It's worth it. Everybody buy it.
Yeah, you're right, Jeff. You're completely right. RE8 loads a lot faster. I mean, it goes to like a black screen and loads pretty quick on PlayStation 5, whereas on Xbox Series X you get a loading screen for like 2 or 3 seconds.
But once again, RE8 was made to go on everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, very few games are just for PS5. Ratchet and Clank. You know
I still think that all these developers are basically developing on PlayStation 5 mostly, and then kind of like porting or tweaking code to bring parity to like the Xbox consoles.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean that essentially means that these games are being designed on PlayStation 5 and then basically just ported or bringing the features straight across to the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, the PlayStation has got 6 channels. So in order to get like an SSD with 6 channels, you either have to have a lot faster. You have to have a lot faster speeds, like that Samsung Pro 980 or whatever, or you need to invest in one that's on par with the PlayStation 5, but that's going to be a lot more money, I think. Ooh, I thought you had 2 PCs. LOL. Oh no, I don't have 2 PCs.
But yeah, somebody was talking about Jim Ryan earlier, the PlayStation guy, right?
Oh, Jimmy.
I don't trust any of those PlayStation guys talking.
Not anymore. Like, I mean, when Andrew House was there, at the launch of the PlayStation 4, you had Andrew House, you had Sean Layden
right there.
And they had so much, they did, dude. They had so much goodwill built up that they're like, dude, I would have bought the PlayStation stuff from them, like, no questions asked, bro. Honestly, the only thing that started poking holes in the PlayStation experience for me, dude, was 4K TV and PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah.
That's what started poking holes in that for me, dude. That's what changed my opinion on the PlayStation. It was like, dude, you guys are really going to sell me this system and then it not even be able to do 4K and then have my experience degraded because of that. And then, Xbox comes out and gives me something that's going to get me closer to that and charge me more money, of course, for it. Like I would have been perfectly fine paying $500 for a PlayStation, 4 Pro that was, on par with what the Xbox One X was doing. I would have paid that. I had no problem with that. Vizio was selling all its TVs when Xbox dropped FPS boost. Yeah, dude. Vizio has been like one of those things where they'll pack in a whole bunch of different like technology and stuff that and give you a pretty decent deal on it, because this Vizio that I have behind me, that one there does the QLED technology from QLED, and I paid like $500 for that TV.
How many hertz was that TV?
That one's a 60.
60.
Yeah. The new models actually do like the VRR for $500, Bo. You can get the M series like I got behind me with VRR support. Like,
nice.
For $500, dude. Like, it's not bad. Nice. You have to go up to 65 if you want 120 hertz on that panel though. And and that's like $700. So $700 for a 65-inch TV with VRR support and 120. Yeah, dude, you're good.
Good.
Nobody trusts Jim Ryan.
I know, right?
Jim
it's so
Ryan,
obvious too. Like when he talks, it's like
yeah, dude. He's like, I don't know. I don't trust Phil or Jim. I don't necessarily trust Phil, but like I like to say, Phil my Spencer. Phil, I don't know if I really trust Phil, but he is doing a pretty decent job, Jeff. He did bring Xbox back from the from basically about to get shut down, and Octavio, how's it going, my friend? He did bring him back to the point where now they're actually in a better position to more to bring like competition the the console, man, because Nintendo was not trying to compete with anybody. Nintendo is way too busy trying to compete with itself. When you get oh my gosh, when you get oh my god, yeah, well, like when you get Microsoft that's now fully supporting Xbox, like you're going to get more things. I honestly feel like the whole reason why the Xbox One generation was so screwed up is because they had so many eggs in that damn Kinect basket.
Yeah.
That
slow start.
They like, oh, whoa, man, like nobody likes Kinect. Nobody wants this anymore. Like, what are we going to do? And they had all these developers making Kinect games, and then they pulled them off that and put them on different. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Back
Xbox,
like 5 years.
Yeah, like, and now we're starting to see Xbox finally start to get back into the mindset they had more toward like in the 360 generation toward the, like when they were doing good. So yeah, I don't know. I think that we're going to see some good competition, and PlayStation just didn't have good competition last generation.
No.
So I'm hopeful that they're getting like, dude, PlayStation does better when Xbox does better. Xbox does better when PlayStation does better. I mean, we're definitely starting to see the fruits of that labor.
Yeah. We're still yet to see like the best games too. Like there's going to be a lot of great games coming out in the next couple of years.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're going to blow everything away that we ever played before. So I'm excited. Future games is pretty bright. Yeah.
I want to see. Yeah, dude, I want to see what this next gen really is going to look like. I mean,
nuts.
Theoretically, I think I don't know, man. Like Naughty Dog just made a game. Sucker Punch just made a game. We've got, Insomniac that might have Spider-Man 2 ready pretty soon. We've got
Santa Monica with God of War.
Sony Santa Monica with God of War. They're going to have that out, but that's cross-gen.
That's right.
Guerrilla cross-gen. Like it's just hard to kind of know exactly which one is going to actually start putting out the real next gen experiences faster. Because I mean, anything that Bethesda's making right now could possibly potentially be
you would hope
cross-gen or whatever.
Yeah. But you would hope it'd be like something crazy. You can't play on anything else but the new hardware.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do that because the new hardware, there's not that many out there. You have more PS4s out there in people's hands, That's why I think they're making everything cross-gen.
Well, they kind of have to, man. They've got so much. PlayStation's got so much tied up in budgeting for making these games that like they have to, man. If they're not, that's not the case, okay? Because like you were saying earlier, PlayStation has already sold through more PlayStation 5s in the same amount of time as PlayStation 4.
They're outpacing
They're outpacing it by far. Yeah. So clearly there's enough systems out there in the scalpers' basements to be able to, I mean, I don't know. For every one console in a house, there's 5 in a scalper's basement.
They make some money though.
Good evening, Distinctive One. Welcome back to the show, my friend.
Yeah. They're making some money for sure.
And it's about to get the size of a shoebox, so it's not too big either. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Game Pass sells the Xbox Series X, not the launch games, because there isn't any real exclusive games right now. Yeah, you're completely right, Jeff. I mean, when it comes to so Jeff, we have had plenty of third-party games that have launched, basically when the Xbox launched and the PlayStation 5. Like I wasn't sitting here I wasn't left wanting when my Xbox Series X showed up on my doorstep. I had plenty of games to play right there at the gate. I had Assassin's Creed, Dirt 5. I mean, like literally all kinds of stuff, And even though we haven't gotten any even though I mean, and it would have been the same way if I had my PlayStation 5 at the same time. I would have had plenty of, I would have had exclusives from PlayStation. Plus, I would have had, all those third-party experiences that I bought on the Xbox. So either way, there's been stuff to play on both consoles. But I mean, yeah, you're right, dude. Whenever anybody says that Xbox hasn't got any exclusives, yeah, dude, you're completely right, man. I completely agree with that. I mean, the only reason I was mostly satisfied is because I was buying my third-party games on my Xbox, so I wasn't left wanting. And I mean, to be completely honest with you, I mean, it's no secret. I've said it on this show a million times. I've never really been a big Xbox fan when it comes to first-party games. So, yeah, dude, I'm more interested in PlayStation first-party games for the most part. But
right. Exclusives, they do make some of these platforms for sure.
Let me correct myself. Old PlayStation first-party games like SOCOM and all the ones that they've stopped making, those are the ones that I was most interested in. And they're not making a lot of those. I went a whole generation without half of the games that I used to play on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 and stuff. And now we're getting into another generation, and who knows if I'm going to get those experiences now that we've moved forward again.
But yeah, I mean, if Nintendo didn't have their exclusives, what would the Switch be, though? You know what I'm saying? Like this.
Yeah, exactly, dude. The Switch sells more first party games than Xbox and PlayStation combined, dude.
Yeah.
Exclusives are okay. What's this? Exclusives are not that big a deal when you don't care much for most of it. Yeah, I mean, and that's honestly, guys, that's no bullshit. Why I'm mostly okay with Xbox and why I don't. That's the biggest reason I probably don't complain about Microsoft first party games as much, is because I've honestly never really cared much for like Halo. I mean, I never really got into Halo, the multiplayer anyways. I mean, I played the stories, but I never really got into, Gears of War until now. I'm actually trying to go back through those and play them. So yeah, dude, I've never really been invested in Xbox first party studios. So like, I don't really know them and I don't really care that much about them because I was playing my third party exclusives on those. So, I mean, at the end of the day, when you guys question, me not being neutral and not complaining about Xbox, man, that's literally why, dude. I just never really cared about Xbox first party exclusives. I'm starting to like them, and the ones that I do care about, like the Forza Horizon and Forza games, I get those pretty freaking regularly. So I'm not upset about that. I'm getting another one this year.
7.
Like, I'm pretty happy about that.
Gran Turismo 7 beta.
Jim Ryan the other day came out and said, you can expect to have God of War and Forza or Horizon Forbidden West within a year. He didn't say anything about Gran Turismo 7. No. I did not see Gran Turismo 7 in that whatsoever.
I was seeing some stuff about a beta happening at some point.
Yeah, I seen the beta, and I think we're getting a beta. Okay, guys, let's talk about that new piece of crap Ubisoft game that was announced today. Anybody interested in that crap that I can't even pronounce? What's the name of it? Oh gosh, what was? Yeah, it was so freaking dumb that I was just like, I already got a Call of Duty. Why do I need this shit? I mean, honestly, I've already got a Call of Duty. There's already an Overwatch. There's already 500 other games like this that, like, dude, does anybody really care about this shit anymore, Ubisoft? No, we don't. Quit trying to build a Fortnite and build me a damn Splinter Cell game. That's all I want, man. I'll pay you. I'll even pay you Sony's $70 price for it. Just build one.
Is it the Tom Clancy game we're talking about here?
Yeah. It's a new Tom Clancy game.
Yeah.
It's all right. Let me bring this up. Let me bring this up, guys. Sorry, I got you all riled up now. And what the hell was the name of that crap?
Man, I mean, it's the same problem I have with like Deathloop.
I think it was
another Dishonored, like another Dishonored.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the way I'm looking at that too. I mean, it would be cool if it just had the same name, as Dishonored or something. Then it would be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh damn it! I need to look up Ubisoft. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this thing is called X Defiant.
X Defiant.
This shit looks kind of dumb, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. It looked pretty dumb.
This could be the best story of the year. Best
No, it's not a
gameplay.
story. It's just
It's a multiplayer thing.
free to play. It's introducing Tom Clancy's X Defiant, a free to play, fast paced arena FPS from Ubisoft San Francisco. Visit playxdefiant.com to watch the full reveal and register for a chance to play early. Does anybody care about that stuff, dude?
I guess the people that play the Division might play that.
I mean,
whatever that crap was.
look at this crap, guys. Look at this crap. Yeah, dude. So sick of this free to play crap. That just means
Brink,
you're going to start out as a what does my daughter call the what did she say? No, it's not random. It's gosh damn it. The default. Were you going to start as the default skin, Dad? You're going to play Fortnite in the default skin? You better buy an outfit, Dad. You got to be like us, man. Crossfire X though, I don't know when that's coming out either, man. Only reason I'm interested in Crossfire X, I played that beta or whatever, that demo that they had for Crossfire X, and I was like, ooh, I don't really know about that, but I do want to play the single player story. We didn't hear anything about that on the Microsoft Store, but we do have Microsoft going to Gamescom this year. So we might hear more about that. Yes, Jeff, that is gatekeeping. Who's gatekeeping? Because the only place to stream new Star Wars or Marvel content is Disney Plus. Is that gate? Yes, that's gatekeeping for sure. Yes, all of them hate keeping. It's a topic that every console does. Gatekeeping. Yeah, guys, every one of these studios is basically branching out and building their own crap, their own streaming service, and charging you like $10 a month. But I'll let you on a little secret. If you have like Xfinity, Comcast, or whatever, you get all that shit free if you're already paying for most of it. You know what I mean? They keep sweetening the pot with all that stuff because they want to keep you on Xfinity when you're like, oh, I can just go and leave. Then keep the energy on Disney too. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Why do you have to bring up Disney? Yeah,
why are we talking about Disney, Jeff?
You Chinese corporation.
Not just Sony. Oh no, Jeff. With games like that crap that Ubisoft is putting out right now, that makes me appreciate my Sony first party experience far more than anything else, Jeff. Like, you don't understand. Like, I love Sony first party games because of what they make for me. I love that single player experience, dude. I do, and I always have, and I always will. Yeah. I invest a lot of time in those single player games, Jeff. I invest, I buy them and I take the story seriously and I play them. And that, when it comes to gaming, those there are probably like my number one experiences when I just like, dude, I want to just sit down and play a story game, man. I want to play a single player experience from start to finish and explore and do that. Those are my favorite. And then, I have my sim racing and stuff like that. And then everything else is under those. So those two are my top, and Sony, without question, in my opinion, makes the best single player story driven games. Well, they have. I don't know if they're going to keep making a bunch of crap like The Last of Us 2. I don't know, man.
You really didn't like Last of Us 2, huh? Did not like it.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just I think that they're getting way into the woke shit on that. Mm-hmm. So if they're gonna keep going in that whole woke preach to me kind of crap, I don't really care about that experience, dude. I mean, like, I don't have anything against lesbian people or anything like that. Like, I don't have anything against, like, I mean, people can be individuals, they be whoever they want to be. But I just don't feel like that experience is written for me, I guess. You know what I mean? Like if you're a girl and you're playing video games and every protagonist is a freaking straight white male, I can understand how that story doesn't feel written for that female gamer, right? And that's the way I feel when I'm playing like a story of a transgender or a lesbian or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't feel like that story is written for me, and like I don't know. I have nothing in common with that. Like, I don't really care. Hey, Windows, how you doing, my friend? Okay, so let me go back to what my buddy Jeff said. What did you say, Jeff Frog? Severance said exclusive Sony makes is gatekeeping. I said to counter that, Marvel and Star Wars only on Disney Plus, but he doesn't keep that same energy. It basically is all the same. Like, it is gatekeeping, guys. Everything it is, and that's what creates those brands, and those brands, they sell themselves. Like Disney, Jeff, Disney and Marvel. Like, Disney's a big enough brand all on its own to where, boom, they can have a service and it makes sense. Warner Brothers, HBO, they're big enough brands to where they can have a streaming service that makes sense. They have enough content to fill those. PlayStation has enough content and enough stuff to create an experience to where it is only on PlayStation. But PlayStation going out of their way to get third-party stuff to gatekeep that from other people, that's where I think people are getting the most upset, Jeff. That's what people are talking about. Like Final Fantasy coming only to PlayStation, that's gatekeeping a third party to keep it on a PlayStation.
Well,
to
did
where
Xbox just do that with Bethesda? I mean, we're talking Elder Scrolls going to Xbox.
Dude, that's basically the same. It is. I mean, well, no, it's different because is what PlayStation is doing is putting like a price cap on like a third party game that essentially is going to be going to another console later, whereas Microsoft just outright bought the whole company, just like PlayStation did with Insomniac and Housemark and all of that stuff. I don't have a problem with the companies like Sony and Xbox buying developers. I would much rather them buy them than Tencent is now buying Sumo Digital, which created, Crackdown 3, which created Little Big Planet. You know what I mean? Like, they created these experience for these platforms, but now they're going third party to Tencent. And like, I don't want to support Tencent, bro. I don't want to support a Chinese company that, who knows why they're buying all this stuff. I mean, like, I can't really think of anything that I've bought that's Tencent made. It's like everything that gets sucked up into that bubble like disappears. You don't hear about it anymore, and so that's why I have a problem with that. I mean, if they're gonna buy companies, Final Fantasy has no being. Yeah, I feel like
historically though, Final Fantasy has been like known for PlayStation, right? Like historically, PS1, PS.
Yeah, I mean,
it's been associated with the console. I think it's a timed exclusive too. Is it outright exclusive? Like,
and that's what I'm saying is like pretty much they're gatekeeping it. That no, I think. Well, I mean, like with something like Forspoken, to be on PlayStation for 2 years before it goes on to any other console.
Yeah.
That basically guarantees that game is going to be useless on the X. Well, not useless. I'm pretty sure Xbox people will buy it and play it, but that just means that we've got 2 years of leaks and stuff that everybody that's a fanboy will get to suffer through. If you're like me and you just buy both of them, then you get to play whatever you want when it comes out. So why does Xbox get a pass? What do you mean by Xbox?
A Game
Xbox
Pass.
Doesn't
Means by Game Pass. Why is Xbox?
Oh, why does it get a Game Pass? Because it's got Game Pass, Jeff. So it's always a pass. You act nowhere as outraged.
Maybe because he cares more about Sony. I don't know.
Are you talking about me acting outraged, or are we talking about Sev?
I don't know.
Did you see up there, Jeff?
We just love Sony so much here.
I don't know, dude. I'm like, oh, LK Raw, what's up? I really dislike the Final Fantasy is exclusive. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, it's smart on Sony's part, dude, to be able to bring like those Final Fantasy players to the PlayStation. Let's face it, dude. Final Fantasy is pretty freaking is a pretty important player in the gaming industry. Like no matter how you look at it, PlayStation is one of those top. Like Square Enix is one of those top brands, bro, that I've known since I've been a gamer. That you've known since you've been a gamer. Like you've heard Square, like they're a foundation in the gaming community. Oh, so getting a timed exclusive on the PlayStation. Yeah, dude, it stung pretty bad when I was sitting there on my PlayStation 4 and I was looking at Tomb Raider over on the freaking Xbox and I was like, I want to play. And I can't play because I don't have an Xbox because I'm a fucking fanboy. So I waited all patiently and pissed off. And I was like, and then when I got my Tomb Raider I was like, yeah, look, see, I got the whole pack, dude. Everything's in here, everything, and I got it in. And then the Xbox got a better copy, and I was like, oh, that sucks even more now because Xbox. But then I was like, oh well, I'm gonna buy it on that too. I don't care. Yeah, that was
like
the end
these
of my.
deals happen all the time.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
it's one of those things to keep the titles a handful of multiple franchises. I mean, guys, if as gamers, as gamers, and as people that care about the medium and care about how this goes, we should all stand up and be like, no, man, we're not going to do this third-party crap being exclusive on other consoles. You either make it for everybody or you make it for nobody. And we should all stand up, put our hands together, and tell them, no, man, we're not doing this shit anymore. We want to be able to experience this, and we want our friends to experience it too. PlayStation and Xbox first-party games, yeah, dude, keep them on your freaking systems. Square Enix is a pillar in the gaming, in the foundation of gaming. Capcom, a foundation, I mean, like every part of those, every one of those companies that we grew up with are part of that foundation, and we shouldn't be gatekeeped from any of them, depending on what console we want to play on. I would stand there with any one of you guys and be like, yeah, dude, no, put this on everything or nothing at all. Final Fantasy was on the NES. Yes, it was. The first Final Fantasy was the first time a lot of us even saw what that was. And yeah, dude, they're like the founding fathers of like the gaming, like all of them together have brought us such amazing experiences throughout the years, man. Really,
and they might be bought out soon. Like, Square Enix could be bought. Like, it's possible. I mean, Capcom could definitely be bought. It's
yeah. I mean, they're small enough, and like it. I guess it all depends on how hard COVID, was hitting Japan and stuff. And I don't necessarily think Square Enix is in the same position that they would need to sell. But yeah, you never know, man. I know. First party being exclusive, third party is where I draw. Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't want to sit there on my Xbox or my PlayStation and play a game and look at my friends or other people that chose to get the opposite system and then be locked out of that experience, dude. I don't want that for anybody, man. I want everybody to be able to experience what I want, what they want at the same time on wherever they want to play it, man. Like there's no reason for that. And I do think that, PlayStation and Nintendo should follow Xbox and start putting their games on the PC so that, everybody can, get a chance to play those experiences.
On the Steam Deck. Yeah.
Yeah, on a Steam Deck. Just the most expensive one. Don't buy the cheap one because it's crap, dude.
So, okay. But yeah, man. I don't like, third-party games being exclusive either. I think it's dumb.
I mean, if you think back, Sev, honestly, like, do you remember? I don't ever remember Final Fantasy ever going to Sega or Sega Dreamcast or Sega 30. What was that one? Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast. I don't ever remember Final Fantasy going that way. I think the first time that Final Fantasy left PlayStation was for the Xbox 360 with Final Fantasy 13, to tell you the truth.
The hell, I really am thinking about getting that Xbox digital, console so I could just get Game Pass on it and just fucking download some games. Honestly,
that's kind of the way I feel about this generation, dude. Is like you kind of need both nowadays.
Yeah.
Because you want to play everything, and Xbox has given you that perfect opportunity to be able to get into their ecosystem for literally like dirt cheap.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, nothing.
I mean, you could literally sign up for all access and pay like $24 a month, dude, for 2 years and get an Xbox and Game Pass Ultimate. Like that's a good deal.
They're making it really accessible. I mean, they're appealing to the gamers. I feel like Sony's forgetting, like PlayStation's forgetting about.
Sony's got it in their head that Sony's got it in their head that they're premium again this generation. Yeah, and that's fine, dude. Like, it is what it is. I mean, they want to be freaking. They want to do that. I like all the more power to them. Like, I mean, it's not necessarily completely like turning me off to PlayStation. I still love my Sony first party games, and I'll keep buying them and stuff. But
hell yeah,
I mean, it
Yeah.
kind of has backed me into a wall where it's like, gosh, damn, dude, I'm already investing all this money in third party on Xbox.
Mhm.
Is it even? Should I even try to do that on the PlayStation? Like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm thinking of selling my Xbox and just get a gaming PC since Game Pass on it. Then wait for a PS5 ports. I
I
mean,
feel
you
like
could do
it's
that.
going to
Okay. I
happen
mean,
next 10 years,
me
probably.
personally, I'm going to
See it
hang
all
on to
there.
my consoles because I want that that experience of. Hold on, I got to grab another battery.
All right. It's the Lantern Show now, guys. It's the Lantern Show now. Uh, Xbox has multiple ways to access games. PlayStation only has one. So in comparison,
Oh
your
yeah, change the whole
options
setup. Everything looks
are
better
more
now.
limited by default. True.
Everything is better. So get a PS5, Severin, because I think Sev's already got a PS5.
Yeah, we're all trying to get both these consoles because it's all about streaming. What console can stream games better? That's what the future is, guys.
Yeah.
Get ready for it. Talking
Console
next 10, 15
exclusives.
years. Yeah. Streaming.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
I mean, if you look at a game like God of War last generation, it sold 20 million copies. A lot of those were packed in with the PlayStation 4 Pro bundle and the
20
PlayStation
million?
bundle.
Damn.
Yeah, 20 million copies.
Pretty
So
good.
if PlayStation sold 110 or 120 million PlayStation 4s, then yeah, dude, that means a little bit less than 20% of actual PlayStation owners cared about that first party exclusive. So, and
Heck yeah,
if
it's
you
pretty
really
good.
think about it, yeah, dude, at the end of the day,
The revenue was over 500 million for Sony. That's wild.
yeah.
That's wild, dude. That's just profit right there, right? Fuck. Uh, um, there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
exclusive games. Okay.
So, I mean, this whole thing was about the Christian, great services like smart delivery as a pro. So let's talk about like this. Let's get back into that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have both consoles. So I've experienced basically everything from quick resume to smart delivery to the velocity architecture and like variable rate reshading now and stuff. 120 hertz gameplay boost mode, auto HDR. I've experienced all of that on the Xbox. On the PlayStation, I've experienced the haptics, the pretty fast loading times on certain games. I have experienced. Well, I'm honestly, guys, I can't tell the difference on the sound. Like I can't tell the difference on the sound from the PlayStation 5. I don't know if I don't know what's going on there. Okay, to my knowledge, I don't know if the geometry engine's been used. It's like the PlayStation feature set just seems a little more confusing and stuff. But I have experienced the not being able to expand my SSD. I have experienced, the whole save kerfuffle thing, of not being like a seamless experience. So when it
Mhm.
comes to like both of these consoles, like PlayStation's outer appearance, with all the buzzwords and all the stuff that they have, oh gosh,
Mhm.
here we go. I'm on. Now it's. I mean, I can understand why people are like, "Oh yeah, those are great features," but then you look at the Xbox, and the Xbox is basically a seamless experience, dude. It doesn't even feel like the only thing like like it literally feels like I'm still on an Xbox One X, but a way more powerful Xbox One X. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like the experience feels better, faster, stronger than what I was on. PlayStation 5 feels different from the PS4 Pro and the PS4, but at the same time, it's a whole new thing. So it's like more buggy. There's stuff going on. It doesn't feel as smooth sometimes. There's there's just things that really, once they get ironed out, man, the PlayStation 5 is going to be humming along and it's going to be great. It's going to feel next gen. The faster loading, like, yeah, it feels next gen, but it's also, not like, I mean, it's not night and day compared to the Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, it's not
Mhm.
like night and day.
It's more
So
similar. Yeah. Yeah. More similar than different. For sure. How long do you think the PS5 life cycle is going to be?
I
10
really
years?
hope it's longer than freaking 7 years. But the way things are going nowadays, I don't know, man. Like,
I think it has to be longer than 7 years. Has to be. What's the point, really? What's the
well, yeah,
point?
dude, the PlayStation. You know what, man? Honestly, 7 years is probably fine.
Yeah, but
7 years is
no one's
probably
gonna get it for like
fine.
another year, so that's like the first 2-3
Yeah,
years
I
down the
mean,
tubes. That's it.
I think the first 3 years of every console just basically sucks.
Yeah,
And then after that, then we'll get like the last 4 years of like really amazing games. But
yeah.
then by those 4 years, just so many games that everybody's ready to move on to more power. You know what I mean? Like they are.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what, man, that Xbox One X, I was ready. I was basically ready to move on. Like I'd hit my point where I'm like, yeah, it's time to see. I'm not cheerleading Sony, but this exclusivity mentality is bad. Enjoy what each console does different.
Yeah, man. Of course,
Oh yeah,
of
dude.
course. Yeah.
You're starting to understand what this whole program is about, Jeff. I think you're starting. I think we're getting through to Jeff, guys.
Let's
The
just talk about Witcher. Let's just talk about
The Witcher.
The
Oh man,
Witcher.
no, I don't want to do that because I'm already like too, like my hype levels for for The Witcher. Like, oh my gosh, I know it's not going to be like this super huge like revolutionary like upgrade or whatever, but
Mhm.
dude, I'm pretty excited to play The Witcher 3.
Again.
And it
Yeah.
came to
That's for sure.
consoles, which the first two games are PC exclusives. No, you can get Witcher 2 on the Xbox. Sev, it was on the 360.
Mhm.
I have it on my Xbox right now. Actually,
Witcher 4.
cost me like Witcher 4. Yeah, I'm pretty freaking excited about. But why does Sony have to give Xbox? No, it doesn't have to give Xbox nothing,
It's
Jeff.
not going to. What? I don't know
No,
what you're talking
no,
about. Yeah.
no,
They're not going to
no.
do that.
That's
What?
these systems should be able to have their exclusives, Jeff, and move forward. You know, I mean that's great. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I like having different consoles, bro. I like having
Yeah.
different consoles to play on. Like, that's cool, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm perfectly okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm okay with having 2 or 3 different consoles, man.
Like, do you still have all your old consoles too?
No, I usually move those out as fast as
Yeah.
possible.
Okay.
Because once I move forward, I don't ever really go back. So, yeah, dude, I got home and I turned on my Xbox Series X when I got it, and yeah, dude, it took me about an hour to box the other one up and take it and sell it. I
Nice.
was like, don't ever want to play that again. Yep, got to go now because there's no going back to that.
Yeah, I still play PS3 sometimes. Honestly,
And let's put it this way: the Xbox Series, the Xbox One X was the first to go. Right after I got my Series X, and then I was like, well, you know what, man? I don't really need that PlayStation 4 Pro anymore, neither, do I? So I got rid of that thing like a couple days later, and I was like, goodbye. I don't want to play your slow ass no more. You sound like
That's
a jet. And then I
they
waited and
stopped
got my PlayStation
manufacturing
5.
PS4 Pros. They stopped
Yeah.
manufacturing them.
That's
Yeah.
just ridiculous, man.
I still have mine. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna get rid of it, even if I get the PS5. It's just gonna be hanging around.
I don't think anybody wants PlayStation to put its exclusives on Xbox, and I don't think anybody wants Xbox to put their exclusives on PlayStation unless they're Bethesda. I think that, I mean, I'm pretty sure that most people these days are pretty okay with having, the console platform having their own exclusives, but at the same time, it all basically comes down to the third party deals. Like I'm pretty. I mean, like, I don't even want Xbox to do that crap, dude. I don't want Nintendo to do that. I don't want freaking Xbox to do it. The fact that I can't play Monster Hunter Rise on my Xbox Series X or my PlayStation 5, that kind of irritates me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. Still tough to find a PS5, man. I'm following shit real close on these restocks. It's still like you gotta be right on the fucking. You gotta be on it.
Yeah, dude. Time aren't
Like
bad.
first couple of minutes, it's gone.
I
Crazy.
do have a problem with timed exclusives, Jeff, just because of the fact that once those games hit the market, if you're on the other console, you're going to start seeing streamers and videos and all kinds of stuff about them games, man. And I'll tell you what, man, that stuff just ruins the experience for a lot of people, and I don't like that. That's why usually when I do my reviews for games, I don't show any gameplay because I feel like that's a spoiler. I don't try to talk, too much about the story and stuff. I just try to say if the story is basically good or not, because those are the kind of things that made me so freaking mad. Like, I mean, Skill Up, he's not a bad reviewer at all by any means. Like, he's a pretty good dude. He's got about a 50-50 ratio with me with like games that I thought were good. But like in his like right in the thumbnail of his videos, he'll like tell you either like it's like, man. Yeah, I don't know.
You liked his Last of Us review though. You listened to that. Skills
actually,
Up.
I did not.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's like too lenient with Sony on PlayStation games, and then I feel like he condemns games like way too fast.
But
I feel like he's just I feel like he's let the reviewer crunch take over, because when I first started watching Skill Up, dude, like his videos were cool shit to watch, and then as it goes on, it like just gets more of like it's more like he's just like it's more like he's like becoming snobby about it to a certain extent, and it's just like it's like, gosh, dude, do you even like playing video games anymore? Have you just played so much now that you just hate the medium? But this is the job you chose as a profession, so now you're kind of stuck with it. Like that's kind of the way I feel about a lot of them, a lot of the YouTuber guys. So,
and his review on Last of Us Part 2, like he was going into like the gameplay, like mechanics and levels and stuff and level design. I'm like, that's the good stuff in the game. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Like I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to see areas in the game. I just want to know, hey man, is this a good story? Is it worth is it worth investing my time and my energy into? Is it like stupid? I mean, is it dumb? Is it incoherent? Like I just want to know basically like, hey man, it's good, because I mean, like I know that like some gamers like to see the gameplay, but I feel like those are the ones that are just like I don't know. There's so many different types of gamers these days.
I don't like to know anything about story when I'm going into a game. That's why it's tough for me to watch reviews before I play a game. If I like a game, I'm into it. I'll just play it and then I'll watch the review and see what people thought about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like to form my own opinion about some games. But I know they're high quality. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's not like some random like Last of Us Part 2 by Naughty Dog. Yeah, it's gonna have good gameplay. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be engaging.
I mean, see, like with Sony games, like Sony first party games, I don't even look at reviews before I buy them. I just buy them.
Yeah.
Like I know I've it's been like very rare that I've bought a PlayStation first party game and not had a decent time with it. You know what I mean? Like Days Gone
the Order
from last
1886.
gen. Yeah, I thought the Order 1886 was pretty good.
Short as fuck.
Yeah, that was like 6 hours. I was like, ooh boy. So like the only game last generation from Sony that I did not complete, well, there's like 3 of them, like Persona 5. I didn't do that yet. Gravity Rush 2, and Days Gone. I have it, but I haven't beat it yet. But when it comes to like stuff like Detroit Become Human, like I love that game, dude. I thought it was great, and it's sad that now that developer, who is that, like Quantum Dreams or something? They're not like Sony first party. They are off doing games for everybody now. I think exclusives, time to first party is good for a console ecosystem. They bring excitement to the fan. Yeah, the consoles are sold at a loss and make up for it with software sales. Guys like me buying exclusive here or there. Yeah, I mean, like with PlayStation, me buying their exclusives, they're at least getting that money back from the subsidy, because either way we look at it, guys, these new consoles are freaking pretty powerful these are like I think these are probably the closest to the PC experience we've ever gotten out of the gate.
I mean, it's the most powerful consoles in the history of mankind.
Xbox One and PlayStation 4 both launched at a freaking major disadvantage.
Yeah.
Major 720p. Come on, man. Yeah, 720p. I can't even see that many P's. They're too little. No, I'm just joking. There's not enough P's, but it's too blurry, man. We need more P's.
PP. Yeah. Yeah. It all comes down to the games at the end of the day.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know, man. Like when it for me, I'd always been excited about the new things, you know, like the new consoles, the new stuff that it could do, you know. I mean, honestly, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. This is the first time I've ever not been like super excited about the PlayStation console. Like I just,
do you remember back when PS3 was coming out and they were talking about the cell processor and like how revolutionary
I was sitting
it was?
there, I was like, the cell processor is so super and blah blah blah, and it's gonna be able to drag in power from all over the place, and it's gonna be the greatest. And I was like, yeah, dude, I was a Sony fanboy, hook, line, and sinker then, dude, for sure, man. I bought that up. I was like in the freaking line to get my $700 PlayStation, dude, in my one game. Actually, you know what? I was so broke when I got that. I had to get a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 2 game that I was playing on, man.
You remember what they used to say, right? They're like, you'll get a second job to get this console.
Yeah. These guys are going to want this real bad. They're going to get a second job and a third job and a... Oh, man, no. Like,
that's kind of like what Sony is right now. That's kind of like what Sony
yeah, dude. Sony is... I don't know, man. Sony... Oh, dude. Microsoft is going to freaking... there's going to be some decent... We're going to get some good competition this year, guys. I mean, like, we're all just excited, man. We're all gamers. We're all excited for this new stuff. We haven't really seen anything that great yet either way. I mean, like, you guys can... I mean, Jeff, especially you guys can swear up and down all damn day that Ratchet and Clank is like blah, blah, blah. And it's like... I'm just like, no.
Crack of Time was better. I'll just say it right now. I haven't played it.
I did like the new Ratchet and Clank better than Crack of Time.
Oh man,
I'm sorry, I did.
Really?
I did.
Just like
I loved Ratchet, dude. I meant Rivet. She freaking stole the show, and I was completely content with her. I really liked her character design. I really liked her character's attitude. I loved the way they put that together. Let's go. Sony fan, the biggest thing. No, Jeff, that isn't the case either. The difference if the games weren't there is this: Xbox doesn't charge $70 a game. They have a good service to deliver games with. They aren't charging for upgrades.
Who's charging for upgrades?
Oh, Microsoft's not charging for upgrades. Sony is. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's kind of irritating that PlayStation is charging for these upgrades, but I mean,
if you never played the game before.
Like if you never played, well, see, but I have played the game and I bought them day one, and I want to experience these on my PlayStation 5 with PlayStation 5 features. So yeah, dude, I'm gonna pay for these stupid freaking upgrades, and I'm gonna have to be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Ratchet and Clank definitely follows the God of War template with the same boss over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Really?
Well,
I haven't played.
I don't necessarily like it. I mean, it's not necessarily a boss. Like the first time you fight it, it's a boss, but then it's more of a captain or something. You know, throughout the rest of the game,
you
fight
ogre thing. From God of War. You like fight 3 times with the same thing. Yeah. That was a little disappointing in that last God of War. Was the bosses like there was only like a couple. Like when
there was the dragon, there was the brothers, there was the, Baldur.
I felt like the bosses in God of War 3 were more diverse and interesting there. I still like God of War a lot.
God of War to me in the old days, like it felt like epic.
You know
what I mean? Like it was epic. And so when I thought about God of War coming to PlayStation 4, I thought super epic.
It made a smaller story.
I did like I did like the God of War. I did like how the game grew up with me. I mean, it's probably my favorite God of War of all time. But yeah, dude, I was hoping for like super epic, like this big long journey and like this really like cool freaking different set pieces and stuff like that's what I and I mean like yeah, that's kind of where I wanted God of War to go. But
I got a buddy. I talked to him about games on my channel, on my podcast, and he actually doesn't like the new God of War because it's so different from the other God of Wars they liked so much.
Yeah,
and like that's what
I know
he was
a lot of people
expecting.
I know a lot of people like that too. They weren't like completely sold with it, but I was.
And it looks so good too. It looks so good too. The story was good, characters were good, voice acting was great. And once you get the blades in the new God of War, it starts to feel like that old God of War again. A little bit.
Oh, Jeff, we're not going back to that argument that freaking Game Pass makes gamers entitled. That's not the case, bro. Gamers have been getting taken advantage of for a very long time, man. Like Xbox is setting things right a little bit, man, in my opinion. There's been so many times like you can't like try out the games before you buy them, man. So having something like Game Pass, that's just like gamers justice, bro. That's the way I look at Game Pass now.
And the hard fact is most people don't finish games, so Game Pass is really handy.
Like being a manager, when I was a manager of a game store, bro, it was pretty hard. People would buy the game, go home, they didn't like it, and bring it right back. And dude, the best I could do was give them store credit for it. You know what I mean? Like I could trade it in for like half the price. So not liking the game and they lose half their money like right off the spot. And just when they come in, like already knowing defeat and they're just accepting of it. They're like, okay, and it's like, gosh, and it just felt so normal. Like it had been so ingrained in us that like, yeah, dude, that's the price you pay for trying a game, man. Like, and that's what it is. You lose half your money with Game Pass. You get to spend $15 and try hundreds of games. And if you find one you like, boom, you can buy it. If not, you can play it until it leaves Game Pass, man. So either way, dude, I call it gamers justice, bro. We're finally getting some justice for all the times we've been ripped off and screwed over and freaking, cyberpunked that, like this is gamers justice, bro. And it has nothing to do with entitlement, Jeff. It's gamers justice. Thankfully, PlayStation has never sold me a piece of crap game that I hated. Thankfully, I have always gotten a decent experience or a good experience out of my PlayStation first-party games.
I'm trying to think of the
only one that I could that you could kind of really complain about would probably the Order 1886.
Because they try it full price for a game that was like
and it's just because of the fact that like the game was so short that it was basically like watching a movie, man. No, it was $60.
Yeah,
if it was $40, it wouldn't have been bad.
Yeah,
I'm back, scared fanboys.
And it's interesting because the Order was doing stuff that the games are trying to do on PS5.
Let me answer Jeff's question. Where are these devs supposed to make money, Jeff?
Xbox paying them. Xbox taking the hit.
Let me put this one up there for a minute.
Talking about Game Pass, yeah.
When I bought, okay, so let's put it this way, okay? When MLB The Show came out and Outriders both came out, I liked both of those games and already basically knew that like I wanted to buy them, so I bought them, Jeff. There's other gamers out there that probably had no interest in those games that downloaded them on Game Pass and were able to experience those that now might actually buy the next game that they make. So the developers do make their money back. It's just more people get to experience these games now, Jeff, than ever before. That's a good thing for the industry, man. The more people that play these experiences, the more willing they will be to, because I mean, think about it, Jeff. Every game you've ever played in your life, you had to take a chance on, right? Or maybe your friend had it and you played it and then you were like, oh yeah, that's freaking cool. Every freaking game we've always had to take a chance on, man. Like Resident Evil or something, like in my younger days, I took a chance on it.
007 Nightfall,
man. All of these games that we've taken chances on to find out that we liked. Think about all Jeff, think back over your life at all the games that you passed up just because you were like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to play that or I don't want to buy that, think of all of those experiences, Jeff, and then tell me that Xbox is not Game Pass is not a good value. Tell me that Xbox Game Pass is not a good value for you to be able to plop down $15 a month and be able to try basically every game that's on there. And dude, there might be some games in there you love that you normally wouldn't have tried because you didn't feel like the cost, you didn't feel like the risk was worth the cost, man. There's so many experiences that you now get to try, and developers are getting to show those games to more and more people. That, yeah, dude, like I can vouch for Game Pass any day of the week, just because I believe that Game Pass is one of those things where, like I said, I'm going to start calling Game Pass Gamers Justice, bro.
It is the main thing that makes me want to get an Xbox for sure. Like, it's the main thing. Like, I've been really very close to getting an Xbox just for Game Pass,
Hold on, I got to answer this. I got to answer this PS Now thing. Jeff, PS Now would be a good value if they actually had new third-party games and PS5 games go into it. Then I would say that would be Gamers Justice as well, bro.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
That's for streaming, and streaming's the future.
And what were you saying?
I gotta get off here because
you're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. All right.
Oh, you're good.
It's like 8:30. I haven't eaten anything.
All right, you're good, man. Yeah, we usually go for 2 hours on this, so
yeah.
I'll just
you go
I'll
on
just talk
ahead
to my friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, man. You have a good night, Alex. Thanks for
Great
coming.
catching up with you, Andrew, and all the people. I'm happy to come on anytime you want, man.
Yep, we'll do this next week or something, or on my next stream. See ya, bro.
Oh, for sure. Bye.
Okay, bye. All right, guys. So, all right, where are we at, Jeff? Okay, PS Plus, you get new PS5. Yeah, PS Plus is pretty good, Jeff, sometimes, but if you've already bought in that game, I do like the fact that they have been bringing in games day and date, but Game Pass allowed me to play some. All right, Octavio, Game Pass allowed me to play some games I would regret purchasing and had to. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Like it feels like Gamers Justice to have to have Game Pass, man. It's like we're not getting completely screwed out of these games anymore, and we're getting to try so many more new experiences that we never probably would have picked up in the first place, man. So when it comes down to it, no, they don't. No, they don't. You don't get EA games. You don't get new exclusive releases, and you don't get discounts on any games in the store. PS Plus gives you discounts on some games, but I don't think they do that on. Yeah, they do that on some new games. I mean, like Deathloop and stuff. So yeah. I mean, you do get. It's just not as like, dude. Game Pass is a good value, no matter how you look at it, bro. That it is like, and like saying that it's creating entitlement. Oh no, that's just not the case, man. PS5 has EA access and discount. Yeah, you're right. If you buy EA access for like $29.99 for a year, that's not a bad value, because in that year, if you're willing to wait like 3 to 6 months, you basically get if you're willing to wait like 3 to 6 months, you basically get every sports game on that EA Play. So yeah, if you don't want to wait, and I'm not wrong either. Yeah, you're completely right, Zev. You only get games on select. You only get discounts on select games with PS Plus, and it's usually you don't get discounts on everything else. Like on Game Pass, any game that's on Game Pass, if you choose to purchase that game while on Game Pass, you get a discount. So that right there makes Game Pass, dude, people pay $15 for a year thing at GameStop just to get a little bit of discount on games, man. Like, yeah, dude, that's a super added bonus to be able to get a discount on those games. Oh, yeah. I know it's not. I know you do get. Yeah, I don't know, Jeff. I'm not gonna argue the discount thing, man. I usually pay full price for my games day one. I don't really care. Everyone that I bought off Game Pass, yeah, I've gotten a discount on, but I don't. Dude, I buy my games day one. I don't really care. I mean, like sometimes it's nice, like with like Battlefield, I'll get like a discount on that. I'll get a discount on Deathloop if I decide to buy it. Everything else. EA Access comes with Game Pass, though. Yeah. You don't get a discount on everything in this. Everything on Game Pass, you get a discount on. Microsoft rewards are much better than. Oh yeah, by far, by far, dude. I spent $86 on Ratchet and Clank. I got 86 points. To get a $10 gift card on PlayStation, it is 1,000 points. For gosh, what was the last game I bought on Xbox? Oh, on Scarlet Nexus, I paid $60 or $59.99 for that. I got 6,000 Microsoft points for that, which is equal to $6. So, yeah, man, Microsoft rewards are freaking fantastic, and you get like rewarded Microsoft points like all the time, dude. Just for like checking stuff out on Bing, I get Microsoft points. Not every new game, Sev. Sometimes they don't have some of them on there. You know what, Sev? I've been kind of screwed because every time I pre-order a game, I rarely ever get the credit when I pre-order games, so I have to wait and click that thing before I buy them now. Yeah, in the Microsoft rewards, Toby, you get $6 on a lot of games. If it's a $39 game, you get like 4,000 points. So they actually do like 4,000 points for those too. And you could trade them in for gift cards right there on the store, dude. And boom, like it's fast. It's, dude. I'm telling you guys, Xbox's system is so freaking seamless. It's not even funny, dude. I feel like a spoiled brat on the damn Xbox because of all the stuff that just works so seamlessly, man. I mean, it's pretty rewarding, honestly. No bullcrap to be an Xbox gamer, dude. Like it's rewarding. Like the rewards are worth the crap. On PlayStation, it feels so cheap and chintzy that it's like they're pinching pennies, And like I get it. PlayStation's not a $2 trillion company, so I get why they have to be like that. But at the same time, Xbox spoils the crap out of you, man, for playing in their ecosystem. But trust and believe they're getting something for that. They're getting your data. They're getting everything they want from you. So, like you're paying a price. Toby, honestly, it's not that Sony is not doing it. It's just that I don't know if they could afford to do it the way that Xbox does. But trust and believe, if Sony did that, wow, bro, wow, it would be pretty freaking amazing. The point is, Microsoft is given a much better experience than Sony is, bar none, and Jeff can't deny it or counter it. Yeah, guys, I'm not a freaking. Let me be honest, dude. I'm not an Xbox fanboy, but I do appreciate just how special I feel when I game on the Xbox community. Okay, guys, it does feel pretty special, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. It feels good to be an Xbox gamer, man. It feels good to be a part of that ecosystem. I want Xbox to continue being the way they are because it is good for the gaming. It's good for gaming in general, man. It just is. And Sony really should get on this and be a part of this, man. Like they should. There's no reason why Sony shouldn't be a part of this, man. Like I will continue to pay the higher price for my Sony games, dude. They do make the games I want to play, and with Ubisoft, basically passing that torch to PlayStation. Like Ubisoft was one of my bigger games that I like to play. Most games are at least 10% cheaper if they are on Game Pass. Yeah. As much premium than that place. Yeah. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know if I would go as far as saying it's more premium, dude. It does definitely gives you a more I don't know. I don't know. Like I've said, I've been a PlayStation guy for so long that just like I do love my PlayStation experience, but Xbox just makes me feel so much more welcome, bro. Like they got my back, like they want to save me. Xbox is like having a friend at the ice cream store when you go by, like throws you an extra scoop just for the heck of it, bro. That's kind of how I feel like on Xbox, man. Like I feel like Xbox is my buddy, and they're like, "Hey, man, check this out, bro. Let me just hook you over this." Like on PlayStation, they're like, "Hey, man, will you pay for half of my food too, bro?" You know what I mean? Like that's just I mean, yes, PlayStation offers that PlayStation experience that you can't get a lot of places, but dude, at the same time, man, Xbox is your homie, man. He like hooks you up all the time. I have never owned. Damn it. What was that? I've never owned Xbox till this generation. I bought it because it's doing so much right. I have zero loyalty to PlayStation. Make it worth me to game on the console, and I will. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll be laughing. It's like going to Disney versus the local carnival. You may feel more welcome at the local carnival, but the experience is better at Disney. Well, how do you know, Jeff? Maybe that more welcoming feeling is more important to me than a bunch of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yes, Disney is probably an amazing place. I've never been there because I always go to the local carnival. Now, Jeff, PlayStation isn't as bad as the carnival, but they do charge like Disney. Yeah, I don't understand why all these guys want to think they're just going premium and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like, $1,200, $99. Oh. If you game on PC, Xbox, or mobile, you're still an Xbox gamer. You're only a PlayStation gamer if you have a PlayStation 5. Sony says it's premium. I don't know, guys. Like, to me, sometimes the Xbox definitely feels more premium just because everything like works pretty good on it. Like, it's pretty seamless. Whereas the PlayStation, it kind of feels like a not so premium experience. And that's just my opinion, Jeff. I'm not saying the PlayStation 5 is bad. I'm just saying that like the Xbox sometimes feels a lot more premium than the PlayStation 5, dude. Do you have an Xbox Series X, Jeff, or just the PlayStation, my friend? Now are you more welcome on a closed off platform? Jeff, did you know if you buy a game on Xbox and you don't like it, within 2 hours you can request a refund and get it? Like, I bought a couple of Whoppers in my time, and they're like, "Yeah, no problem, man. We'll send you." And they returned that credit pretty dang fast to my credit card, dude. It was like they said, "Oh yeah, we approved it," and then like it was on my credit card that day. I was like, "Wow, man." I have PS5, but I have games on 360, Nintendo, and PC at different times. Okay, yeah. Honestly, Jeff, my honest recommendation to you this time is either pick up a Series S or grab a Series X. Have both of them this generation because, yeah, dude, this is the generation to do it. If you're gonna have both, this is the generation to do it. I promise you, my friend. You will not regret your decision, and you will have nonstop content to play throughout. You know, like even with PlayStation right now, you know, I mean, we're probably not. You know, we might not be getting, you know, Forbidden West at the end of the year. We might be, you know, we might have to temper our expectations on PlayStation first party output, but if you got an X or an S, bro, then you're gonna have, when you get Game Pass. I mean, give it a shot, Jeff. Man, what do you got to lose, bro? Honestly, what do you got to lose? I mean, third-party games are going on there. Sony first-party games are going on Game Pass. MLB The Show, but yeah, I'm just saying, dude. Like this, honestly, I believe is probably the best time to have both consoles, man, for sure. You can still buy an Xbox and still be able to afford your PlayStation experience. Exactly what's premium on the PS5? I like how the side covers come off. That's pretty cool. That's pretty premium. I could probably pay Sony a premium for different color ones. That's premium, dude, right? Pretty sure I'm gonna have to buy a premium freaking hard drive for it. That's premium. The games they put out are definitely a premium price. I'm not saying they're bad, Jeff, but yeah, dude, I don't know haptics, 3D audio, faster loading times in this. Okay, so the haptics, yeah, are pretty cool, Jeff. I can't tell the difference on the 3D audio. Maybe that's like a headphones thing or something, because it doesn't sound any better playing PlayStation games than Xbox at all. Faster loading times than SXX. It just depends on the game, Jeff. Some games load basically the same speed. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, don't come back to the PC. We don't know you. Oh my gosh. LOL. The screw y'all need to stand up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I don't know, man. If PlayStation doesn't like kick out any more first party, generally PS5 loads fast. Yeah, it depends on the game, Jeff. I mean, if you'd go buy yourself an Xbox Series X, bro, you would see that like not everything is all it's said to be, dude. Like everything is a lot closer than you think, Jeff. A lot closer than you think. Seriously. Listening while eating tacos. Well, you're ready to come back in when you're done eating your tacos. We still got like 20 minutes left. We like likes, bro. We like likes. Oh, man. Yeah, gosh, dude, like I've just been so happy with my Xbox experience. There's really nothing to like complain about that much on Xbox, but PlayStation just makes it too easy to grow my channel by complaining about them. Okay, guys? Like, hey, Soulstar, welcome back, buddy. Death's Door and Crisis Tales both dropping tonight. Can't wait to try them. Oh, are those dropping on Xbox Game Pass for free, or do I got to pay my $15 subscription? No, I'm just joking. I just put down some fish tacos. LOL. I don't know what Mama's making for dinner. Oh, we had McDonald's, dude. The little junior talked her into McDonald's, bro. That's gross. Quick resume. Yeah, dude, quick resume is freaking amazing, Jeff. Wait until you try. Hey, Black Log, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you for a little while. Do you think the Series S will limit advancements in gaming in the late gen? I don't know. I mean, obviously, they just put out a Steam Deck with a fraction of the power of the new console. So, I don't know, Black Vault. I don't think so, but it's possible. I don't think that. Okay, let me make this clear, Clay. I do not think the Series S is going to slow down this generation or hold it back in any way, shape, or form. I do think that the Xbox Series S might end up starting to get like some pretty disappointing experiences if the like you're already not getting like ray tracing and some other things in it, but I feel like the 4 teraflops is going to be just fine on a 1080p TV, to tell you the truth. I think it's going to be able to muscle through basically everything that we get this generation, Black Vault. I think it's going to be a substandard. I think it could end up being like a lower resolution, stuff like that. Maybe less draw distance, less foliage, stuff like that. Stuff that we've already seen. I think that's where we're going to be at. don't know what the hell Death's Door is. I'm gonna have to look that up, Soulstar. Oh, Cries Tells. I have to look that up too. These are indies game. Are these indie games, Soulstar? I'm not gonna lie, guys. Sometimes it takes a lot for me to try an indie game. Like I'm not even gonna lie, man. Sometimes I just have to be in the mood to do that. Nobody cares if you stick with them, but lying for them and not holding them to account for their anti-consumer practices makes you a fanboy, Jeff. Well, that's why he's here, man. He's trying to break that cycle, bro. He's trying to. I mean, either he comes to these shows every time to defend PlayStation, or he's really looking to, possibly move forward with stuff. I mean, or at least, get to a point where like, Jeff, it's not wrong to, guys. It's not wrong to defend the company you guys like. Like, I don't think it's wrong necessarily, but at the same time, like, you have to be able to call them out on their bullshit when they do get the bullshit. As Bill Belichick says, dude, he wasn't doing his job. Looks like Tom Brady was the one carrying that shit, bro. Services and FPS boost are being pro-consumer, aren't what matters to me. Quality games matter. These companies want our wallets, and at the end of the day, yeah, exactly, Jeff. But what happens when you get a $70 experience that isn't a $70 experience? In my opinion, Returnal wasn't a $70 experience, dude. That game kind of left a bitter taste in my mouth, bro. With Xbox Game Pass, dude, I'm only paying $15 to try hundreds of games, dude. Every single first party Xbox game I get to try before I even buy it, dude. And I'm cool with that, That's what Sony is doing. And I get a discount on them. Oh, Tom Brady carried him. Yeah. Tom Brady was the GOAT, bro. Bill Belichick was just the man standing there. Tom Brady's the one that carried that damn team, bro. What game Xbox bought this gen? Nothing yet, Jeff. That's been truly compelling to me. Yes, quality games are cookie cutter open world. Yeah, I've already played a majority of those games. Yeah, dude, everything on the PlayStation has basically fit, within to something we've seen already, bro. Like, have we really seen a new next gen, completely mind-blowing experience that we haven't already played on older consoles, but just with better visuals now? And Xbox only makes Halo games, Gears, and Forza. Well, Jeff, this is definitely the generation where that's going to change, bro. They own Bethesda, they own a lot of other companies now, so yeah, man, that Forza, Halo, and Gears thing's not going to last that much longer. And that's what I'm saying, dude. I mean, like, you can die on that hill if you want to, Jeff, but yeah, dude, like, things are going to change, and they're going to change pretty drastically. Just ask the amazing Lucas. He had a freaking total meltdown on Sony, bro. Gosh. Replayability of Halo Gears is too high. Yeah. They said, "Oh, is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart possible on Series X?" Of course it is, man. I mean, that SSD is fast, but I mean, it's definitely possible on the Series X, dude. Oh, Flight Sim is a PC port. Psychonauts 2 is a 360 game, and Psychonauts 2 is a 360 game. I don't know, man. Yeah, the Ascent's coming here pretty soon, man. Forza Horizon, best racing game. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, dude, I'm perfectly happy and content with, like, Forza. Forza's the one that brought me to Xbox, dude, to tell you the truth. That Forza Horizon 3, man, with that Blizzard Mountain. I was all in for that. And, dude, I was pretty impressed with how great that was, honestly. Ratchet and Clank runs on the Series X easily. Yeah, Psychonauts is an OG Xbox game. Oh yeah, dude. Psychonauts was the first one. How many Ratchet and Clank games are there? A lot. The graphics might be 360 quality on the PlayStation 4, dude, but on Xbox Series X, you're gonna get a native 4K with HDR and everything, dude. It looks pretty good, man, Jeff. It doesn't have bad textures. I bet the textures will probably be as good as they are on Ratchet and Clank, or pretty close. Virtuous, I don't know if we're getting Crossfire X this year. To tell you the truth. What link, Sev? What's up, Shaq? How you doing, my friend? Dang it, where did you put that link at? Oh, the Ratchet and Clank one. Okay, yeah. I will check that out. Pasted it above. Oh, Sev, I'm not seeing a link in here, bro. Oh, let's see. Sony Formula Cement Open World, Protect Child Savage, Scavenge Supplies, Upgrade Weapon Carriers. The bullet cases in Ratchet and Clank are in 4K ray tracing. That's quality. Yeah, dude, Redfall looks pretty good too. Yeah. My Xbox won't get much use this year besides Halo, then Redfall, summer of next year. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, there's a lot coming out, Shaq. I think that I don't know, dude. If Sony doesn't put out, well, I know that I'm going to be playing the hell out of Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding again this year, so I will post it in an old video of yours. Are you following me on Twitter, Sev? Frogboy X1 Gaming. Just follow me there and post it there. It's easier for me to get stuff there. So Digital Foundry video and tell me honestly, Psychonauts 2 compares. I didn't even know Digital Foundry did one yet, dude. I will watch it just for the heck of it. Don't get me wrong, dude. Ratchet and Clank is a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game, Jeff. But at the end of the day, man, like it's a kid game, bro. My old troller. Oh yeah, troller. All right, let's see. Sometimes YouTube will like not let that stuff go through though, Sev. Sometimes it like funnels out stuff like that. So let me check real quick. All right, it was there.
Baby Corp needs you to go undercover. You want me to be a baby again?
Baby Corp. I can't wait to watch that one again. Not into Forza Flight Sim or the insane. Oh, I see.
It makes a hole in the ground, in the form around the foot, and then if the game rains, that hole will fill up. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And just think of the different things that developers can get.
Jeff, with nowhere in the franchise history, so is Ground to Sea of Thieves, Party Animals, and the Gunk. With nowhere in the franchise history. Okay. What's better, Forza or Dirt? Ooh boy. I think that I don't know, man. Like I like Dirt because of the realism, but I also like Forza because of the realism. So I think they're pretty close, man. I think social media is fun and all. It's just not the place for me. Oh, okay, I see. I'm not into Psychonauts 2 looks great, but it is a cross-gen game. It isn't always. Those games don't touch the history of Ratchet and Clank. It's true.
And you know what's fun to the player. But that's what I see being big takeaway from the.
Oh, okay. This video talking to Sev, I've seen that. The PlayStation developer came out and said Ratchet and Clank will run on a Series X. The guy's face is priceless. Sorry.
The jump to next generation hardware is developers now have teams You know, they can do what if they really want to do. Because as developers, we're always getting held back. That's one of the things people like. I know when a game comes out and it's people maybe don't like it so much, and they're like, "Oh, the developers had no soul, they didn't care." I can tell you right now, there's not one developer in the world that makes a game out to be bad. It's always, it's always either corporate decisions, budget. Listen, the gaming industry is a business.
Yeah.
And if you're not making money, you're not.
I think I've seen this. I think I watched some of that, Sev. I'm gonna have to watch it later. It's like 2.5 hours or something, man. I'll have to watch it after we're done streaming tonight or whatever. Check it out again. But yeah, I think I remember that. I think I saw the clip of it actually. I did. I'm fine with the textures not being as good if the game is twice as long and meaning. Yeah, dude, I'm kind of thinking Psychonauts is going to be a lot longer than Ratchet and Clank was. To tell you the truth, I mean, if I get like my gameplay, I personally am just going to download the Psychonauts on Game Pass. So either way, it's going to be a win-win for me because $15, full experience. Yeah, dude, that's going to be a good one. Tastes are different, but Horizon gives you the best package. I think you do. I think you get a lot more content with Forza Horizon. That's true. You do. You definitely get a lot more content than Dirt. I don't know. Are we talking Dirt? Yeah, even Dirt 5, dude. You get a lot more content in Forza Horizon. So if we're going at it from a at a content thing, then definitely, dude, Forza definitely wins. Psychonauts is a nice platformer, which I will put in the lines of Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, that seems about fair for that game. Fine. Oh yeah. So I mean, either way, at the end of the day, both of these systems have got like some pretty decent specs, some pretty decent things going on with them. There's more than enough to be happy with both of them. I mean, if you're going to be one of those guys that just gets the one console this generation, Universal sold the rights to Activision. Yeah. Oh, for the Spyro and the Bandicoot ones, yeah. I noticed they do have Activision on them now. I wish Activision would do more games like they used to, you know? Hey, game, how's it going, my friend? And unhinged Sony farm animals. Oh God, game. That shit's it never gets old, bro. It never gets old. Oh my gosh. I love it, dude. I love Fanboys Anonymous. This is probably like the best freaking show that I do, to tell you the truth. I've always thought Crash and Spyro were PlayStation. Yeah, dude, that's what I thought too. I always thought, for real, dude. I literally used to think that Crash Bandicoot was the mascot for PlayStation, bro, like the Mario or whatever. Even though I never really got into Crash. That's just what I thought, you know. I mean, if we really think about it, like game experiences, even if they're like 7 hours long or 10 hours long or whatever, like there used to be games that were pretty quick. Hey, Cabbage, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, that's kind of the way I've always felt about that. Sackboy, dude, Sumo Digital is getting bought out by Tencent. I think I already said this earlier, but yeah, man. So that means, are we going to get any more Sackboys? Are we going to get any more freaking Crackdown games by them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wasn't like, I mean, I liked Crackdown 3, but I don't necessarily care if that game dies or not. You know what I mean? Like if it dies, it dies. But you know, Sackboy, I'm kind of the same feelings about that too. Naughty Dog owned Crash, sold the rights to Activision. If I'm Naughty Dog made Crash Bandicoot. But I don't think Naughty Dog was owned by Sony at the time. I think Naughty Dog was Universal when they built that game. Like that was saying up there. Reignited Trilogy on my PC. Don't come at me. Oh yeah. Oh, the Crash Bandicoot, the ones they redid. I'm a spoiled brat. I didn't buy either of them because they weren't 4K, dude. I have no desire to look at 1080p on a 4K TV. No, Universal owned the right to Spyro, and Crash. Naughty Dog developed Crash, and Insomniac developed Spyro. Okay, that makes sense. I have the games in true 4K. Oh, of course you do, because you're playing them on the PC, dude. If you're playing them on the PC, you can have whatever you want. First console I had was like some weird Atari that took tapes, lol. Then I had a Commodore. Oh my gosh. NES is where I started, man. The Amiga, Super Nintendo. Yeah, I went from Nintendo Entertainment System to Super Nintendo. Then I got a Sega Genesis with my Super Nintendo. Then it was Sega 32X. Basically, ever since the regular Nintendo, every system from Nintendo and Sega to PlayStation to Xbox, yeah. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, I remember playing that one on the Sega 32X. The thing was pretty cool, man, honestly. That was back, when like you could get excited for like new stuff, you know what I mean? Like now it's just like, the excitement just doesn't seem like it's. Anybody else kind of feel that way? Like the excitement for gaming is just not as intense as it used to be, like when you were younger. I don't know. It was called Mega Drive in the UK. Weird. Did that one. The first console I had was Pong, complete with the paddles. Damn, dude. Yeah, that's pretty out. That's pretty old, man. But then again, man, them consoles back then lasted for a long time, didn't they? Like Nintendo, the regular Nintendo went all the way into like what 1990 or 1992 or something when the Super Nintendo came out. It was called the Sega Genesis in Canada. Yeah. I think that's what it was called here too, Sega Genesis. I never got the Master System, the one before that, the Sega Master System. If you're physically handicapped, you don't know how much suck to risk buying a game only to find out you can play it. At least Game Pass lets them see if it has accessibility options. Yeah, that's true, man. That's very true. Manuel, what's up, my friend? Hey, Andrew, I have Game Pass now, so my excitement for gaming is higher than ever. Yeah, dude, like having Game Pass, bro, just Game Pass is pretty exciting. I mean, like, dude, I still buy all my freaking games. I mean, there's a lot that I've downloaded on it, and I'm grateful that I have it for those experiences. But at the same time, dude, I really do like to support developers for the most part. But I have been starting to download more games on Game Pass just because I've been spending more money on this channel and everything else. So I'm grateful that I have Game Pass so that I can still continue to experience those games without having to, go out of my way financially to buy them at full price. PlayStation's a different story. I still have to buy those games at full price. It's because there's so much choice these days. It's hard to get excited. Yeah. I remember waiting in line at 000 to get the old CODs. Yeah. I just think, yeah, I mean, maybe we are taking gaming for granted more, and because I do, guys, like when I play a game, man, I feel like I gotta beat it fast and I gotta just move on. And the only games that I really play for a long time nowadays are my racing games. Yeah, guys, like sometimes like with the Scarlet Nexus, I just barely started the Kasani story like 2 days ago or yesterday. 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I started that. I got a 3-day weekend coming up, so I'm probably going to try to get through that, her story. And then, yeah, man. And then the next week after that, we'll have a bunch of other stuff. Honest hot tip with Game Pass. If you have Ultimate and you don't know what to play, try a bunch of games on your tablet or phone. And if you like them, yeah, definitely. Expect you to tell us how Flight Sim is on console. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to definitely be... You will know if that game meets my unrealistic expectations for visual clarity and how the game looks like when it's loading in the city and shit, dude. You will know. If he doesn't, I will. I can't wait to try it. I will tell you how Flight Sim is with HOTAS. It's amazing. Do console support HOTAS setup? They do. I think they do. Like there's some new stuff coming out from Thrustmaster, and Turtle Beach has got something. I played Yuito on the demo, but we'll probably play Kasani when I finally get the game. Playing Final Fantasy VII right now, finally, and not as into it as I hoped. How far are you into it, MB? I'm gonna tell you straight up, dude. The silliness of the characters in Final Fantasy VII and the like teen angsty freaking Cloud was like, I mean that kind of like almost turned me off to that game, to tell you the truth. But I'm glad I stuck through it and finished it off. I did like it in the end. Look up the Velocity one from Turtle Beach. Yeah, I've looked into that. Will you be playing the Ascent 2? Yes, I will. I will definitely play that. Just cleared chapter 9. Okay, yeah, just keep going, man. So I killed Corono's Hell House. Yeah. So yeah, just keep going. It was only like 26 hours, bro. I think you'll get through there and you'll be like, oh yeah, that wasn't too bad. It's about a 26-hour game, dude. Once you finish it, then you'll be able to. Then you can like go back through it and like hunt down everything you missed if you want to. So I mean, it's not bad. Yeah, that is kind of stupid that they extended that deal for another 6 months. But hey, you know what? How many months are we into that now? That came out what, in June? Yeah, so ding, we're almost halfway through that 6 months. And then it'll be coming to Game Pass, baby. So you're good. 3 or 4 months, 3 months, 3 or 4 months, and you'll be having that on Game Pass, guys, which will be great. The reason devs make more money now than before is because the market has changed. A physical copy of a game costs devs money for every one made and not sold with digital. Yeah, dude, they're definitely diversifying their income streams a lot better now, guys. That's for sure. I usually lose like 1 or 2 subscribers during every stream. No, I'm just joking. Oh gosh. Nah, I'll be looking for people to play the Ascent with. Yeah. Oh yeah, coming to Game Pass. I'm pretty sure that freaking Final Fantasy VII is going to launch day and date on Game Pass. Oh gosh, that's going to be pretty good, guys. A customer buys a game digitally, even if it's on a 90% sale, the devs make money. Yeah. Yep, for sure. It was extended in April. Well, we got April, May, and June. Didn't it come out in June though? So they got 6 months after the launch date of it. Oh yeah, the free upgrade for the PS Plus. Yeah, dude, that's just the kind of stuff that like Sony's gonna have to eat that shit in a while, dude. Especially if these first party Microsoft games pay off and they're freaking good, bro. It's not gonna look good on Sony, man. What next gen features are we discussing? Fidelity FX is going to be a game changer, especially on. I'm not as excited for Fidelity FX as I was at first. I'm more excited about DirectML on the Microsoft consoles. Fidelity FX is definitely going to be better, but I think it's going to basically have the same results as like checkerboard rendering, dude. Everything's going to look fuzzy as shit on certain stuff. And yeah, dude, I just want clarity, bro. I just want the native 4K clarity that I'm probably not going to be able to really have until I got an Xbox or until I got a PC. So yeah, dude, I've had to rein in my unrealistic expectations a lot this generation so far. I don't think checkerboard is terrible, but I feel like these consoles should be able to do at least a native 4K at 60 frames a second. Like I feel like that's not too much to ask, but I don't know, man. Maybe it was, maybe it is. I don't know. That just it just makes you think that like, are we ever going to be able to get that, dude? I mean, there was a long time for a lot of the generations before, like we weren't even getting freaking 1080p on these consoles, you know. Yeah, Fidelity FX. I mean, Fidelity FX is good on its own, but DirectML, I'm really hoping that DirectML will be able to upscale games that we already have previously at a hardware level. Oh yeah, that. By who in the world wants to play that game though? You know, I mean, like, yeah, it's using it, but like, who cares? Distinctive 170 is my gamer tag on Mac. I'm definitely getting the Ascent. Go ahead and look me up on the Xbox Distinctive Frogboy X1. And send me an invite, man. I'll play the Ascent with you when it comes out. I have no problem with that. Some PC games need 3080 to do 4K 60, so it's a struggle for even the Series X. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to have to rely a lot on the on the magic of, you know, upscaling for sure. Oh, screen cap and do it. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Just add me, man. Oh, fidelity is nowhere as good as, yeah, that's very true, but it's at least something. And on consoles, you know, that aren't available, the DLSS isn't available on. I mean, at least we're getting something, and and that's a good thing. So, in my opinion. But what if DirectML with Fidelity FX could give you 4K 120? Then I'd be freaking happy, Cabbage, because now I have a TV that I can play that on. So I'd be super happy. That is a game changer, and I am happy and I'm excited about all this stuff. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm kind of bummed out that Forza Horizon 5 isn't gonna be like a native 4K at 60 frames a second, but I'm hoping that we don't lose a lot of detail in that. I really wish they would show us what it's gonna look like that. Speaking of PC, how about that Steam Deck? Oh no, dude, no more Steam Deck. No more Steam Deck. I think it's weird that people are talking up the latest and greatest integrated graphics. Oh gosh, Fidelity FX1 proof. Yes, that's very true. I personally am not really excited for the Steam Deck, guys, just because the base model is going to be basically garbage, and the other ones are going to be so expensive that it's like, do you really want to waste $700 on that when you can literally buy a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, man? And you're going to have to hunt these things down anyways. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that is the end of Fanboy Anonymous week 6 or whatever. I don't know. Dang, I can't believe we've already been doing it that long. But yeah, I'm probably going to try to make a video tonight and put one of those out. So, and I want to play some games. So, yeah, man, thanks for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, and I will see you probably Wednesday for another live stream. And then this weekend we'll be doing a lot of stuff because I got a 3-day weekend. So I appreciate you guys coming tonight. It was nice having Alex on to co-host. And yeah, we'll see you guys in another day or two, or on Wednesday probably. Wednesday is probably the day for the next live. Okay, you guys have a good night.